Hey, YouTube! How's it going, guys? Jared Fuller here. Today is Sunday, January 19th, 2020. Right down there in the corner where you would expect to see the date. I'm Jared Fuller. I hope you had a wonderful week. I'm joined off camera with Amy this week. I'm not off camera. She's off camera. So last week I said I might not be here because I would be in so much dispensing pain after my dentist visit. Well, here's an update on that. They were unable to pull my teeth because there's still some infection in my gums. So I was prescribed amoxicillin 500 milligrams. I had just taken the first one of the day. I have to take 2 more because I have to take 1 pill 3 times a day. So I just got done taking my first one. And I'll probably take my second one after I get done with this. And then the third one I'll take before I go to bed tonight. So, so this Wednesday, I'm going to be going back to the dentist, and hopefully, I'll get this problem taken care of. And it may be next Sunday, because I may potentially be doing this every Sunday until I get it right. Next Sunday, I may not be here because I'll be in too much pain and I won't be able to speak. But I was hoping to get that done last week. Unfortunately, I couldn't. But maybe this week I'll get that situation handled, and I'll be fitted for partials, so I'll have a nice new smile. I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of nervous. I don't like Novocaine shots, and I did feel the needles, by the way. I think I had like 8 or 9 shots of Novocaine.
Just to numb it?
Just to numb it.
That's just like me when they were working on one of my toes.
Yeah.
They had to numb it like 20 times.
Yeah.
And it still wasn't numb.
Well, I felt it like in the roof of my mouth. She did numb it. She added that topical numbing solution, and I did feel it. Like I felt a lot of pressure, especially in the roof of my mouth. And I felt a pinching sensation all the way up next to my nose, up here in my cheekbone. And she told me, well, if you feel any pain, you tell me. Don't tough it out. You just tell me. Raise your hand, So I, I said, I'm so sorry. And this is what I love about the people over there. It's called Dental Care of Michigan in Montrose. Lovely women over there. She felt so guilty. And I'm not making this up. She felt guilty. She rubbed my arm. I'm sitting back in the dentist chair, and after she stuck the Novocaine in my mouth, and I made that noise. I went, and I raised my arm up, and she says, "I'm so sorry I hurt you. Are you mad at me?" And she's rubbing my arm. Of course I'm not mad at you. No way. You're doing your job. And she's so compassionate, and she's so nice to her patients. And
I was telling Dad I'd like to go there and see if they would come by and share it.
Yeah.
Just so I'd like to get the last 6 out of my mouth and get a bottom plate.
Yeah. They're really sweet ladies over there. And they do tell me, you're going to feel some pressure because there's a difference between if you feel pressure versus feeling pain. And I felt both. But pushing down on that, you're going to feel the pressure of them pushing down on your gums or on your teeth. But the pain, you can feel the pain, even though she shot the Novocaine in. But my upper lip, I looked in the mirror after she shot the Novocaine in. I looked in the mirror and my upper lip was drooped. Like the muscles were relaxed because I had no feeling. It was like dead.
See the drooling coming out.
Yeah, and speaking of that, when I got home, I had some beef and barley soup and beef vegetable soup. And I'm trying to eat it. And as I'm eating, I'm thinking I'm getting it all in my mouth. And I'm chewing funny. And it's dribbling down into my goatee here. And I'm drinking water, dribbling down in my goatee. Son of a bitch. I wipe it out, get a towel, and scrub it out. But I was hoping to maybe save it for later. I don't know. But it didn't work that way.
Yeah, so all you'd have to do is pull the goatee up and suck on it, and you'll get your...
Yeah, I just don't want... I don't want my own hair in my mouth. That would be nasty. But... yeah, it was painful. Yeah, it's a dentist. Everybody's afraid of the dentist. They don't like the sounds of the drills and the pain of the Novocaine, the needles in your mouth. Yeah, I felt those. And it hurt, but you know, I've been through much worse.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation there. He can't go out until Dad fixes his tie out.
Okay, well, wasn't planning on getting up anyway. He's gonna have to wait.
Yeah. He broke the rope off it.
Yeah.
Dad's got the hook over there somewhere in bed with
But I did feel the pain, the needles on the gums, because she shot Novocaine in my gums like, I think a total of 4 times. And then I had like 4 additional shots of Novocaine in the roof of my mouth.
No, I get a question.
Uh-huh.
Dad says you're not taking the second tooth you got in the very back.
Yeah, the one in the back.
Yeah, they're not taking that.
That's what they said. They said, well, I think we're taking the front one and the one next to it. But this one up here
Is the one that bothers you.
is the one that they should take out.
Yeah, it
but-
doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
It's interfering with you eating and everything.
Yeah, eating and maybe perhaps talking. I don't know if my speech sounds any different, but I do have an underbite. I have a malocclusion, which means that the bottom jaw protrudes further out than the upper. But yeah, it's an underbite.
You get that.
Yeah,
You get it from your father.
from Dad, and my grandpa has an underbite. But yeah, I'm not. See, I'm not sure, because people ask me if my chemo and radiation, my cancer treatment, had anything to do with my teeth. I don't know if it would be appropriate to attribute my cancer treatment to my dental problems. I'm not sure. But I've had a lot of questions and inquiry about that, and I wish I could give an honest answer, because it would help other people in the long run. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, I don't know. But there's crowding, my teeth grew in crooked, there's crowding. I don't know. I don't know if the chemo treatment had anything to do with that. I'd like to find out. I wish there was a way I could, trace it back to 1989, which is 31 years ago.
Right.
But I don't know if that's possible. But this Wednesday at 3:10 p.m., that's my appointment. I have to be in Montrose Dental Care of Michigan. And again, like I said, the ladies over there are really super sweet. They are really nice.
What day are you taking your ride for? You said there was 2 days that you were going to be gone.
What? I can't see the calendar from here. What day is the 20th? Is that Tuesday?
Let me get up.
So I think the 20th falls on a Tuesday. I have to be in Saginaw that day. I'm not going to get into specifics, but I have to be in Saginaw that day. And it's not, no bad news. I can say that much. It's not bad news. It's good news. But I have to be in Saginaw, and hopefully I won't be in too much pain where I can't speak. But
What's the date again?
the 28th, January 20th, I think is.
It'd be next Tuesday.
It'd be Tuesday, okay. But I have to be in Saginaw that day, and it's for a good thing. I'm not going to get into specifics. I want that to be something that, I keep between the 3 of us and the people who I tell, which has been nobody else. It's just between the 3 of us. But it's for good news, and we'll see what happens.
I think you'll enjoy that visit.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
You do every year, and then you also take pics and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into specifics, but yeah, it's fun. But now there's something else coming up in April that I've been invited back to. So yeah, maybe good things are going to happen for me this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe this year will be better than years past, and maybe I'll get some redemption. I think it's time.
Jen, I've noticed too, you're getting to where you accept people that just say to heck with you and block you and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
you're just like,
a new year.
oh, well, I got other friends.
Yeah, fuck off. That's my attitude. It's a new year. It's a new attitude. I'm trying to remain positive. It's not the easiest thing in the world, not always.
Why don't you put that on the table?
But I try. Is Dad sitting up?
No.
Or are you still lying down?
he's
I can't
still
see without my
down.
glasses on.
But
This 2020 vision you know, it's 2020. We're all supposed to have perfect vision. Bullshit. Nah, it doesn't work that way. What is that?
That's Berkeley's hook.
Oh.
One of them losing it in bed.
But yeah, Amy mentioned that, you know, people who block me or on social media, or actually, should I say Messenger, I guess would still be considered social media. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just leave me the fuck alone. If I'm that much of a bother, if that much of a problem, if you think I'm such a bad, menacing, horrible person, then go away. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And I'll continue going on, being the person that I am, that everybody knows me to be, and I'll live my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to getting this taken care of. I don't like pain. I don't like needles. I've had enough needles in my life.
I'm wondering how much pain you're gonna have.
That's what I'm saying. After the teeth get pulled, I'm going to be in pain.
Yeah, well, you'll probably end up doing like that and sleeping a lot.
Well, I'm going to sleep a lot. I'm going to have a pain med.
I think you're already doing that.
I'm going to have a pain medication because what it is, I mean, when you get teeth pulled, there's exposed nerve.
Yeah.
And when the air hits it, son of a bitch, that hurts.
That's what Dad said.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do stitches. I know with Dad, they did stitches. I don't know if they're going to do that with
They did
me.
Me too.
I don't know if they're going to do stitches with me.
Because I had some that were surgically removed.
Yeah. But I know, again, when I was there last week, I could feel the tools that she was using, the pressure she was pushing down on my teeth, and my whole head shifted. So I felt the pressure.
Oh yeah.
And then the pain when she started digging away this problem tooth that's, you know, causing the infection. When she started pushing, I could feel it. And so, oh, no, we can't do this because you're still feeling it. And I hit you with Novocaine like 8 times and you're still feeling the pain. Can't do it today, bud. We're going to have to reschedule. That's fine. I can go another week without, you know, feeling the pain. But I'm going to feel the pain eventually.
Even though you're eating a lot of soups right
Yeah.
now.
And I can always get more soup.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. But the pain, like she pointed out, after they remove the teeth, I'm going to be in a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to hurt for a while, but
Like I said, you're going to want to sleep a lot.
yeah, and I'll be fine. I'll get through it. I've been through much worse in my life, and that's one thing that many of my friends have pointed out to me on Messenger. Jared, you've been through so much worse in your life. This is going to be, you know, nothing. You had a whole kidney removed. What's teeth going to matter?
Right. You know what I don't understand
What's that?
is they don't give you pain meds for afterwards.
They
Him either.
they write out a prescription.
That's what I was shocked. They didn't do it with him.
Probably, maybe because they figured it would be a quick, you know, healing.
Right.
But with me, they're actually taking teeth.
Yeah.
They're not just, you know, removing gum, you know, fragments. They're taking whole teeth out.
He hasn't even got any bone fragments taken out of him.
They're taking whole teeth. So they probably will write a prescription for pain.
You can't go out. So chill.
And I imagine it might be Tylenol Extra Strength, the acetaminophen that I usually take to 500 milligrams. I pop a couple of those, pain's gone, just like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's why I gave them to you, because I can't take them.
yeah. I'm not allergic. I don't think I'm allergic to any medicine. And, excuse me, when they asked me at the dentist if I was allergic to any medication, I said, no, I'm just allergic to the sun. And she thought I was kidding, because I don't think she overlooked the paperwork. Because as a new patient, you have to fill out paperwork, and you have to, you know, give specific details of past medical history and things like that. And I had specifically written Wilms tumor, nephroblastoma on the paperwork. Excuse me. And I don't think she had a chance to look at it because I told her I'm allergic to the sun, and she kind of thought it was funny. And I said, well, no, I'm being serious. But I never got a chance to explain.
Don't bother you either,
What's that?
the sun.
Well, it still bothers me.
Yeah, it still bothers you, but you're able to work through it and go on with your everyday tasks.
If I can. if the flare up isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Photosensitivity, I'm talking about, allergic reaction to ultraviolet light. The sun gets me every time, especially in the summertime. That's when it gets me the worst. Yeah, I think Dad will be waking up very soon, very shortly. If he doesn't, that's okay. I'm not going to wake him up. I probably am going to wake him up, though, with my rambling.
Well, I know I got to get him up.
Yeah, it's
eventually about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 11:30.
Because we got to be at my appointment 15 minutes early.
On a Sunday?
Or tomorrow.
See? I don't do these on a Monday if I can help it. That should have been an easy giveaway.
Not thinking.
Yeah, today is Sunday. Yeah, so everything on my end, other than the dentist visit, everything here has been pretty good. I still keep in touch with friends through Messenger and text message, and the dogs are waking Dad up. So maybe it's not all me. I won't take full credit for waking Dad up because the dogs wake him up every day. But I've been doing okay. Like I said, I'm still keeping in contact with friends. People text me or they get a hold of me on Messenger. It's been good. I have my connections. I have the people that I love to talk to, and of course I email my friends too. I don't get a lot of feedback for email, but I still have people who keep in contact, that keep in touch. I'm not a hard person to find. So, email, text message, or messenger, those are probably the 3 ways you can get in contact. Or people like to video chat. I have Duo on my phone. I have Skype. I have Facebook Messenger for that. So there's lots of ways you can get in contact. You can call me. Yeah.
At one point, but I didn't really like it.
I the first and only time I've ever done a Duo was when my niece Skylin pushed a button on a phone and she wanted to talk to her great uncle Jared. That's my niece Angel's baby girl. She pushed a button on, I think it was Jill's phone, her grandma's phone. And when the screen come on, because it had her name, and when I pushed the button to accept the call, it was Skylin's face. She was looking down. I said, well, hi there, baby girl, Uncle Jared's girl.
We can't get him to leave him alone.
Scruffy is licking Dad's hand, and Dad says, what do you want? He does this every morning. Mainly Scruffy, not so much Barkley, but...
Barkley will lay up here on the end of my couch, but he's got to have Dad open up. He's trying to give him his toy.
Oh, I was at my cousin's house, was it Wednesday? No. It was after Wednesday. It was after Wednesday. I was at my cousin's house. It was after my dentist appointment. I went up to my cousin Matt's and I hung out with him and my cousin Elwood and their kids. Let's see, Hunter, Sammy.
Sorry, everybody, but he's scratching.
Ethan and Alexis. And I think Nevaeh was there, too. If memory serves. I don't know. I have a very short memory. Hey, Scruffy.
He won't leave him alone until he sits up.
You're waiting for Daddy to get up. Huh? Well, don't growl at me, buddy. I'm asking you a question.
Now, but we gotta fix his tie out.
And while I'm here, and I was planning to mention this in this week's Sunday video update, as soon as the dogs knock it off so I can speak, there is a channel on here, a couple of channels actually. Okay, boys, enough. I'm trying to talk. Enough. Stop. Stop interrupting me. 2 channels that I think all of you should really check out. The first channel is called Amagansett Press. Shut up! Amagansett Press. and the other one is called Watching the Watchman. And the names of those channels are on your screen right now. Give them a look. They defend our constitutionally protected rights to film and take photographs in public and publicly accessible areas. It is, yeah, I know. But these channels contain videos of exercising our constitutionally protected rights to film and take pictures in public. So Amagansett Press and Watching the Watchman, two of my favorite channels that I've really come to enjoy. And I encourage you to check them out. Hit the subscribe button. Give their videos a thumbs up and check them out. So I'm not being interrupted 50 times. Well, good morning, sir.
They're going to love you on camera if they can see you.
They were waiting for him.
Get in here.
They hear a dog outside. That's why they were barking yesterday morning.
Yeah.
They kept barking because they have a dog next door. And the dog next door was barking, and then they heard the dog barking. And
We got one trying to escape out on Dad.
But yeah. So how was your week, Dad?
I don't know, it ain't done yet.
No, last week.
I don't know, it ain't done yet.
What do you mean it ain't done yet? Today is Sunday.
Yeah, well, my days, every day is a week.
No, I said, how was your week, your prior week?
All right.
See, that's simple. He could have said, all right.
He's still not awake.
Yeah, he's half awake, half asleep. So that really wasn't fair for me to ask him, because he's half awake, half asleep.
And right now he's trying to deal with the dog's tie out.
Yeah.
I still don't know how he did what he did.
But as far as I know, we're all doing well. There are some events coming up, some local events. Zender Snowfest is coming back. The festivities in Frankenmuth, which is the 22nd until I want to say the 25th, and I could be wrong, but please check Zender Snowfest, which is spelled Zehnder, Zender's Snowfest, and it's in Frankenmuth. And as Amy pointed out, the Shrine Circus is coming back to the Dow Event Center in Saginaw. We're gonna miss it this year.
Too much going on.
There's a lot going on. I don't have the money, can't afford it this year. But they are in Flint right now.
You got that cold air.
They are in Flint right now, the Shrine Circus. So there's some entertainment for the kids. Go see clowns and things like that, which I love to see the clowns. They, them and their silly antics. But this year, I'm not going to be able to afford it, unfortunately. It's the first circus I've missed in I don't know how many years, because we go every year.
Yeah.
But this year was different. We're kind of financially strapped, and I'm doing everything I can to save up my change and save up some pennies, and I could use
Like Dad said, too many darn appointments.
and baby boy scratching at the window. Oh, my nose itches.
Yeah.
Um,
He's waiting on you.
So yeah, there's a lot coming up. Zender Snowfest, the Shrine Circus is in Flint. They will be coming to Saginaw to the Dow Event Center very soon. Baby boy, he's hungry. So yeah, there's a lot going on. But as for us, it's just appointments, like appointment after appointment after appointment. I have to go to the dentist this Wednesday, then I have to be in Saginaw next Tuesday. Stop! Baby boy! I know you're hungry, but be patient, baby. Be patient. But yeah, we're bombarded with appointments, and there's constant shit going on around me. So I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to, but yeah, we have not like nonstop, constant appointments. It just goes on and on and on.
Dad's got 3 days: Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday and Wednesday,
Yeah.
that he's already swamped.
Yeah. And of course, I've got money for gas for my appointment on Wednesday, just like I did last week. And what's that?
What did you say about an appointment, Amy?
We're swamped with appointments. The appointments are continuous this month.
I gotta go to Saginaw too, if you remember right.
Tomorrow is Martin Luther King. Is it Martin Luther King's birthday tomorrow?
Yeah, so no mail.
Yeah, no mail delivery tomorrow. Most federal office buildings will be closed
But I
in
gotta
observance.
go to Saginaw and get my scripts.
I don't have to be at Owasso until 15 minutes before 2, so.
For 2. That means I gotta get early again up there.
So and you know, because I'm without a vehicle, and even if I did have my van, I still wouldn't dare make an attempt to drive myself back home from the dentist after having teeth pulled. It just wouldn't be a very wise thing to do. So, Dad, I asked Dad if he could take me and bring me home, and he said he would, and I have the gas money for him, and we worked out all the arrangements and all the. Thank you.
You're welcome. And hey, he got me in video today.
Yeah, this week, which is it's starting to become a rarity because we hardly ever get Amy in the frame in the Sunday video. We get Dad, and of course you get my mug, but we hardly ever get you. So don't be shy.
I'll try not to be so shy more often. It's just I don't like the way I look.
I don't like the way I look either.
Even people taking pictures of me,
Yeah.
I don't like it because I'm wider in the picture.
Well, and I'm very self-aware of my image, which is and to be honest with you, it took me a long time to get used to this, doing the videos and actually getting in front of a camera and talking, and even having my picture taken. Maybe, but I'm slowly but surely starting to get used to that because I'm being heard, I'm being noticed, and
right.
that's part of the gig.
I did get good news when I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
They put me on the scale,
Mm-hmm.
and I've lost weight.
Well, good for you.
I'm 234 pounds, even.
Cool.
So that works out great.
I'm gaining.
My goal is 199.
Yeah.
And then if I need to, if the doctor says keep going, then I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Till the doctor finally says, okay, you're at the weight that you need to be. Try to stay at it.
And see, that's where I'm different. Like, I'm not goal oriented at all. I'm not goal orientated. Like, I don't.
Set goals.
Yeah, I live every day. I play it by ear. Whatever happens, happens. Well, I like to have this, but I'm also optimistic. If I don't, I don't. But I'm going to try anyway.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I'm not, here's a goal, I have to do it. Well, you know, things happen.
Yeah, I set a 199 goal with one of your relatives.
Uh-huh.
And she beat hers.
I mean, and it's not to discourage you, and it's not to discourage anybody else out there watching this if you set goals for yourself, especially weight loss. Continue on. Please do it.
Yeah.
I'm saying personally...
Health-wise.
Health-wise, whether it's losing weight or just trying to get better, staying physically fit, do what you got to do. I'm not discouraging Amy or anybody else watching this. But personally, I'm just saying my take. I'm not a goal-orientated person. I said goal-oriented.
Yeah,
Goal-orientated person. Yeah, where the hell did I learn to speak?
I don't know. It's a Sunday and you're not awake. How's that?
Well, I'm awake. I slip on my words every once in a while, but yeah, please, you know, and
yeah, because I'm even having issues even getting surgery because I'm such a high risk.
yeah. Amy's she goes to a rheumatoid arthritis clinic, rheumatology. She's been getting a run around, go here, go there. We've had to go as far away as Lansing.
Now they're talking about going back if they accept me back.
Yeah, and that's an hour away. And if the roads are bad, it's probably a 3-hour drive. Yeah, and Dad says it's not going to happen.
Come on.
On a normal, on any given day, Lansing is probably about an hour drive. Maybe an hour and a half, give or take.
Took me 2 hours to get to Saginaw.
Well, the roads were bad yesterday too, so it's going to take you. Yeah, we've got another snowstorm coming, another one, and then this coming weekend we have another storm coming. So we're starting to get our winter now. The winter that we should have gotten around Christmas time, now we're paying for it in January, probably early February, because February is like the most brutal month for Michigan winter, if you've lived here long enough. As a matter of fact, I have a really sweet friend. She lives in Texas, and she and her boyfriend and her son, which is, by the way, a Wilms tumor survivor, they vacationed in Colorado, and they had gotten some snow, and she says, I am absolutely petrified. I'm terrified of snow. I will not drive in the snow. She says, I don't know how the hell you live in that stuff. Well, I'm a Michigander through and through. We're used to this kind of stuff. When you've lived here your entire life, you're either going to get used to driving in the snow or you're not going to get used to it. And yeah, I've almost went into the ditch a few times. You know, when you hit that black ice, you have no control. That's it. You're done. And four-wheel drive is not going to save you, because when you hit ice is ice. It's not snow. So when you hit ice, you're done.
I still remember the time that you, I, and my daughter were in the vehicle. We were headed out to Uncle Tim's, and it's snowing and blowing really bad, and I almost went in the ditch with you and you. And
yeah. And the thing is, with snow, if there's snow covering the ice, you might at least have a chance to pick up some traction on the tires so you're not sliding.
I should have went around the corner slower than what I did.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Here's something. I think it was a couple of winters ago. I was coming home from Heidi and Elwood's up north, and of course I'm driving my van. We had an ice storm, and their whole front yard was a skating rink. I literally had to crawl on my hands and knees to my van just to get to my van from their front porch, because you couldn't walk on it. You would slip. When I finally got going down the road, I did a 360. I was going towards the ditch, and I went, and I was facing the other way, and it's like, holy shit. And I wasn't going fast. I was not going fast. I was going slow.
Or even just trying to do it, like some people.
Yeah, I was going slow because I knew the roads were shit. But I still did, like, just facing the other way. I slid. I was going for the ditch. It's like, son of a bitch. And I thought for sure I was going into the ditch. But luckily I had control of the wheel. I spun around, and I was facing north in the southbound lane of Rhodes Road.
At least you know, though, to call Dad and tell Dad, hey, this is what happened.
But
and then
that was a bad night.
If you need a tow truck, he's gonna help you get the tow truck to you. Or you can get a hold of the company.
Yeah.
And
it was a bad night. I was scared to death. It scared the shit out of me.
Saturday, Friday night, Dad and I went out with a friend of ours, and coming home, you couldn't even frickin' see.
Yeah, we did get some considerable snow. My van is covered in snow. Because Dad backed it up next to my bedroom window. Now when I look out my bedroom window, all I see is my van, or at least maybe a replica of my van. I can't tell it's my actual van because it's covered in snow. But it's completely covered. Like it's just like a van-shaped white thing in front of my bedroom window. But we did get hit with some more snow. We have another storm coming, but like I said, we're starting to get our winter, and you just got to know how to drive in it. And I think it was last weekend, they said we had an ice storm coming. It wasn't anywhere nearly as bad as they tried to hype it up to be. Yeah, it was a little slippery in spots, but it wasn't major. Like, they were telling people to stay off the road.
What nothing like the one they had in St. Charles years and years ago.
Well, I'm not talking about years and years and years ago. I'm talking about this past weekend. The state police warned us to stay off the roads.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad at all.
The back roads were bad.
Yesterday they should have told you not to be on the road.
Yeah, because Dad, he was in Saginaw, what, yesterday?
I left at 7:30, got there at 9:45. That was like 2 hour drive.
Yeah, and it normally, typically,
40 minutes.
yeah, it doesn't take an hour. Well, it might take an hour to get from here to Saginaw.
That took me 2 hours.
Saginaw's, it's about an hour drive.
Took me 2 hours.
But with the roads being as bad as they are, yeah, it's going to take you a little longer. And because where Chesaning is situated, for those of you who aren't geographically familiar with the Lower Peninsula, Chesaning is located like right in the middle of everybody. Like to the northeast, we've got Saginaw. To the south, we have Owasso. To the southeast, we got Flint. Midland is to the northwest slightly. Lansing is southwest. Directly west would be like Ashley. And we got Alma, Ithaca, St. Louis. So we're like right in the middle of everybody. Now,
And they always say we're in a gully.
well, Owasso, I've been told Owasso is in a gully, but in the summertime, because Michigan does have its own tornado alley, and we live in it, like the bullseye, because Chesaning is notorious for having severe thunderstorms and tornadoes come through our area. We've had tornado. A matter of fact, I think it was a couple of years back or something like that. A tornado had come right down our road, and our neighbor Jeremy, who lives like a couple houses down, his whole row of trees were uprooted, and because he had old, I think tall trees on either. Yeah, there were pine trees on either side of his driveway. They were very big trees, and
40-foot trees, and then
we were in Lansing that day, and we were coming home from Lansing, and we couldn't get through because the road was blocked. The trees were uprooted. I mean, the tap roots were just gigantic.
I could drive my car in it
Yeah,
and disappear.
and it was gigantic.
Or stand in it
I
and
could
disappear.
stand in it.
Yeah,
and couldn't see me.
yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, it was bad. There was a tornado that touched down down by the junkyard, the scrapyard, just down the road from the house here.
I still remember the one you guys had
Yeah,
when I was up north, and
Yeah.
you guys said it was right here in the field across the road.
it looked like a funnel
It was
or
because it
something was
hit the park, remember?
moving across the
It hit
field.
the park that day.
I don't remember.
No,
The only
it's a great big park.
the only tornado that I recall that hit Showboat Park was when we lived in Merrill back in '97.
No, we had one that hit the park up
I don't remember.
there.
Um,
Right here.
and there was a tornado that was actually on the ground out on Ditch Road when we lived in, I think it was Merrill.
Yeah, Merrill, we had one hit.
Yeah.
Merrill.
Yeah. Chesaning area, Chesaning is in Michigan's Tornado Alley. But usually, and I've noticed this trend over the past, 3 or 4 years during the summer, a lot of the severe weather is kept mainly to the southwestern corner of Michigan, like Kalamazoo and Benton Harbor and Cassopolis and St. Joe and Van Buren, all those areas down there. But Kalamazoo takes a beating from tornadoes and severe weather, and it comes right down. It comes right down, straight down 94, hits Battle Creek, Jackson, maybe Lansing, because Lansing would be further north from Jackson, but Ann Arbor, Battle Creek, Jackson, Detroit, Kalamazoo, all the places along 94, they get hammered.
A lot of cornflakes flying.
Yeah, a lot of cornflakes flying. Yeah, Battle Creek.
Further down south, like in Florida and all that.
Well, that's way down south. That's way down south. Like Indiana, for example. We like if there's severe weather in south, or there's southernmost part of Michigan, northern Indiana usually gets it because of the state line,
Okay.
how they all come together. Fort Wayne usually gets the same weather systems as Kalamazoo and Hillsdale and what's the other? Yeah, Hillsdale, Coldwater, Adrian, all the southern bordering counties and cities in Michigan.
Yeah, up north they got it sooner than we did.
Well, the snow. I mean, they're getting all kinds of snow. They have they call it the traditional snow belt of Michigan. They always get snow up there, like Grayling and Gaylord and Sheboygan, Alpena, Kalkaska, Petoskey, Manistee, Traverse City, Cadillac, all those places to the north. They get hammered with snow, majorly hammered with snow. But anyway, I've rambled on about Michigan weather. I like to talk about the weather. I don't mind talking about our weather.
No, because you got friends that are out of state that may like to hear about the weather.
And I'm pronouncing all these different places, you know. Well, either way, Michigan, we get some hairy weather here. We get some really bad weather. We're not safe. It definitely gets nasty around here.
If you want the weather to change, wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's the motto. If you want the weather to change, wait 5 minutes. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm continuing on about the weather because I like it. This is how interesting our weather. We get thunder and lightning during blizzards. We've actually had severe thunderstorm warnings on top of blizzard warnings, on top of winter storm warnings. What? Wow, did I just say that? I said severe thunderstorm. We've had all of that combination of weather phenomena happening at the same time, and it gets wild. Like, it could be snowing like crazy, and I could see a flicker of lightning outside my window. What the hell? Was that lightning? And then the next thing I hear is a boom. Oh, yep, that was thunder and lightning. Yeah.
I remember one time in the summer, I was out here in the camper.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even come in the house because it was thundering and lightning and
it gets bad.
and it's like,
it gets rough.
I guess I stay in the camper for a while.
I've seen cloud to ground lightning strikes inside of a rainbow. And that's really cool. It's like, holy shit. Because you don't see that often, but it's really cool when you do see it. But anyway, enough of the weather, because I've rambled on for like the past 15 minutes talking about Michigan weather. But we do have interesting weather phenomena happening here. Everything happens contemporaneously, and it's just an amalgamation of different, weather phenomena happening and occurring at the same time. But anyway, moving on. So this week ahead, of course, I have my dentist appointment, which I'm sick of talking about already. Scruffy wants in. He's barking to get in. I have my appointment this Wednesday at 10 after 3 at Dental Care Michigan in Montrose. After that, on Tuesday the 28th, I have to be in Saginaw. I have an important meeting there. I'm not going to get into specifics.
Hopefully you're able to drive that day.
Well, I'm not going to. I don't have a vehicle, so he's got to drive.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I have to be in Saginaw on the 28th. Let's see, and then in February, I really and truly have no idea what I'm doing in February.
It's too soon to know.
February is like wide open.
Saginaw tomorrow. The next day, you gotta go.
Owasso?
I gotta go Monday.
21st.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's the 20th.
The 23rd.
Tomorrow's Monday the 20th.
Yeah, I heard.
Tuesday.
You're busy.
Saginaw, Owasso.
Then I got to be in Montrose Wednesday. And
Saginaw,
as I pointed out at the
Montrose.
as I mentioned at the top of the video, because I did this last week and figured I wouldn't be here this week, but I'm here this week because I didn't have my teeth pulled. I'm going to say it now. I might not be here next week. There may not be a Sunday video update next week. And that's simply because I'll probably be in too much pain after having teeth pulled. I know I'm going to be in too much pain. I'm not going to be able to talk, and I'm not going to have any front teeth. So, but that'll.
You might talk a little funny then.
That'll
get used to it.
Yeah, if
You ain't gonna be able to talk.
unless I get some. What's that? I didn't hear him. What do you say?
You ain't gonna be able to talk.
I'm not gonna be able to talk. Haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad's celebrating because I'll be quiet.
It's a joke.
But
It's not the one we want to be quiet. It's me.
because I'm very well articulated in thought, so I'm not sure if you want me to be quiet, Dad. But that's okay.
I see you right now, just more or less.
I'm gonna be sleeping. I'm gonna be in too much
When
pain.
you're not sleeping, you'll be doing your journal.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing a lot of writing in my journal. I'll be checking Messenger. I'll be checking my text messages. I'll be checking email, and I'll be eating a lot of soft foods, probably soup, and maybe some applesauce, maybe some pudding. I'll be stocked up on the good shit. But it's got to be done because I don't want the infection to go throughout my bloodstream, and then I'm really screwed.
Did you also say that you wanted to go shopping today with Dad?
I was hoping to because I would like to get it ahead of time.
Get out tomorrow.
Yeah, because we might not get out tomorrow, and I'd like to get that done and out of the way and try to get.
We'll do that when we're done.
And what I'll do is I'll make sure I get stuff for you guys to eat. Like if you want pizza or something, I can buy some frozen pizza. It's not a big deal. Pizza sounds good right now, and it's only what, noon?
Yeah.
I can't see the.
Yeah, it's 12:03, son.
Oh, okay. It's afternoon. Pizza sounds pretty good actually right now. Pizza, yeah. For lunch, because I've been eating the hell out of vegetable soup, and
Gotta get some
You
more.
had pizza the other day.
I had pizza the other day, and it was awesome. And it was Tony's.
How do you like that soup I bought?
It was good. The beef barley is what it's called. Beef barley soup.
Dollar store, Jared.
It's good.
Buck a can.
Now, typically, like, because how I grew up, and Dad would remember this, we had a garden, we grew vegetables, and we had a big-ass garden. So Mom always made everything fresh right from the garden, wash off the vegetables and everything, and she would make soups from scratch, homemade. She would just add the bouillon and
Yeah, like I do my beef stew.
yeah, she would add the bouillon and she would add the vegetable and she would add the gravy or whatever. And homemade is good, but now canned soup, that's not bad. I know a lot of people who aren't really fans of canned soup.
A lot of people like Campbell's. I get the cheap kind, and it still tastes pretty good.
I know there's people who aren't really crazy about buying canned soup. I'm not particularly, but that was good.
I
When you're
will
in pain,
admit,
it tastes
sometimes
good.
you get that tin taste.
Yeah, because in the when it comes in the cans.
All the time.
So Jared said he's gonna try the frozen vegetables this time.
Well, yeah, the vegetable. I'm talking soup. I'm not really a fan of canned soup, but it works, and it's better than
And it heals
cutting everything up,
It heals your mouth up quick.
and it fills your stomach when you're hungry. So
Another thing you could get yourself is like if you like tomato soup.
yeah,
But with him having his teeth out, acid.
the acid in the tomato would really fuck me up.
I didn't think about that.
But yeah,
I ate that barley soup in it, the salt in it, healed my.
the beef barley is really good.
Decent.
And like I said, I'm typically not a fan of canned soups because Mom always made everything, in the pan. She threw it together. But, I believe in improvising as well, and it's not bad. It actually tastes pretty good.
Dad does the same thing at times when we're low.
Yeah.
He'll just go and throw everything
So,
together
it
and
tastes
make a
pretty darn
dinner.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, and he likes to tell people that, it's not what it's not what kind of meat it is,
Yeah.
so that they'll eat it.
Yeah. I'm not picky. I was raised, you have to try everything at least once. If you don't like it, you don't have to have it anymore.
Oh, we're country
Okay,
people.
but-
We eat.
Yeah, we're country people, but how I was raised is we had to try everything once. If you didn't like it, you didn't have to have it anymore. But here's the situation. That may have been the only thing we had to eat at the time, so we just had to brave it.
I did.
You learn to like
I
things.
did go to that wild game dinner last night.
Yeah, Dad went to a wild game feast at the First Nazarene Church, was it?
Trinity.
Trinity.
Trinity United Methodist.
Oh, United Methodist.
Yeah, I had rabbit stew, venison,
I would have went, but I decided to stay home.
some steaks and burgers.
I would have went too, but I'm with me being down with a sinus
There was one thing
issue,
I tried,
really
like
didn't
a
know.
soup. I tried it, I took a bite of it.
Yeah.
It makes me throw up.
Yeah.
Bad, I don't know what it was. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
And Jimmy bought that big mirror.
Now there's a delicacy that I've really come to love, and this is something that we grew up eating, and my mom and dad used to eat it in front of us kids, and we would eat it. Us kids would eat it. You take a couple slices of bread, you warm up a can of cream corn,
Yeah.
and you pour the cream corn over the bread.
That's good.
Add salt and pepper.
That's good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. Or you,
I've never had it that way.
I think you add butter. You add butter to
I
the
have
bread,
a little
right?
Butter to the bread.
Yeah.
Little butter, and then pour it.
You pour the cream corn over the bread. You have to microwave it, nuke it up, pour it over the bread, add salt and pepper. Oh yeah, it's good.
Well, we're gonna have to try that one for me
I-
one
I've-
of these days.
I've eaten it around here a couple times because we didn't have anything else, so I just threw it together. It's good.
Just like me, you just throw stuff together and
Yep.
say, okay, this good, tastes good. It's
Yep.
Well, that's like my meatloaf. If you remember right, I don't make it the same every single time.
No, well, it's just like my taco salad, which
There's a new way of
I
making-
better get some things to make taco salad if I can afford it. I might be able to, because after my teeth are pulled, I'm not going to be able to eat any of that stuff. No, the Doritos, and I love taco salad.
We're going to try making meatloaf a little different. We're going to take cookie sheets or cupcake pans,
Yeah,
make them little things of
meatloaf
Meatloaf.
cakes.
Yeah.
I seen it on Facebook. It's pretty cool.
Meatloaf cakes.
Little round piece of meatloaf, Jared, and them cupcake
Yeah.
holders.
So you've got that hamburger, the egg, the cracker,
Take 15
Ketchup,
ketchup.
salt,
Salt, pepper.
seasonings
Yeah.
if you want to put
Not
in it. Let's
hamburger.
put it that way.
not hamburger, venison burger.
Well, whatever,
Not
meat,
the best way to have it.
meat, whatever,
I
venison,
think venison burger, you
ground beef, whatever.
We're country people, so we eat
Get the
raccoon,
dad.
rabbits.
Speak for yourself, Dad. I don't eat raccoon. Well, actually, I think I've had raccoon
Barbecued raccoon. is
at
good.
at the church
Yeah.
when they had their wild game dinner. Last time I think I had raccoon. It was pretty good.
But I was told last night if your brother goes back driving truck and he finds any rattlesnakes, to bring them back. When they're not dead, bring them back. Because they will cook them up for me. I told
Oh,
him I want to try some rattlesnakes.
And for those of you who may be curious, does Michigan have rattlesnakes? Yes, we do.
We do have Michigan rattlers.
Yes,
But they're not as poisonous as like Arizona and
or
Montana.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas. They're not as poisonous. Yes, they will make you sick, but they won't kill you.
Yeah, but we do have rattlesnakes here in the state of Michigan.
And cow snakes.
Yeah.
And cow snakes.
Okay, cow snakes. We heard you.
Which is black. Big and black.
But yeah, we do have rattlesnakes here. We got all kinds of stuff here in Michigan. They call us the Wolverine State. Yes, we do have Wolverines here. We have pretty much everything. I mean, cougars. Someone spotted a cougar.
Cougar, and we did have bear down here.
Yeah, bear. Of course, we have bear. Someone said they spotted a cougar on the loose in the state of Michigan. I don't know where they came from or
That's down the road from us.
down the. I'm
They
saying
come from up north.
they migrate from somewhere else. Is what I'm saying, wise guy. I know they were down the fucking road. I'm saying they come from a different state or a different country or somewhere.
Some of them have pets. They get too big and they get loose.
Yeah, like the alligators. People have pet gators and
I
crocodiles.
haven't heard nothing about those at all.
No, I don't know, but I think they're considered an exotic animal. You got to have license for that to own.
sometimes I wonder too, are they finding ways, the animals finding ways to escape from the zoos?
Yeah.
Yeah, because zoos, like wildlife sanctuaries. Yeah, they try to make it as normal and as realistic for the animals, so that way they think they're in their natural habitat when in fact they're not. Because where they're from, where they originate, they don't typically have people coming up to look at them. They're wild. they're in their natural habitat with their fellow species. They're not used to having human beings walk up and approach them.
Just like some anacondas they have over in Birch Run.
I remember we went to.
They have anacondas in Birch Run.
At the zoo,
Yeah, Bertrand Zoo.
anacondas.
Yep.
News to me.
They have to bring them out when it's real super hot.
Yeah.
Last time we went, they didn't have them out because it was still cool out.
No.
You gotta have
But-
them ones like this, Jared.
Yeah.
Big anacondas. They're huge.
Yeah, they get big.
Dad had a monkey though that liked him really
I haven't
well.
I haven't been to the zoo. I don't know. I think my old bedroom is refurbished now. I think I can move back into it.
We used to go Saginaw Zoo when you were kids.
The children's zoo.
$3 or $4. That cost you $15 a person.
Yeah, I remember going to the zoo in Saginaw.
One in Birch Run,
The children's zoo at Celebration Square. That's what it's called in Saginaw. Corner of M13 and Court Street.
In fact, I took Amy to a Birchman Zoo for her birthday on my motorcycle.
Yeah,
We walked
I haven't been to a zoo in who knows how long.
I told him next year, next time we go, I gotta have an Amigo because that ain't fun to walk all that.
I remember years ago I went to Potters Park Zoo in Lansing, Potter Park Zoo,
Remember that?
and I still have a peacock feather
Yeah.
from the time that we went there. You know, that's been like 17 years ago.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Potter Park Zoo in years, but they get all different kinds of exotic animals coming in and out of there. They just had an animal die at the Saginaw Children's Zoo.
That was an old.
His name was Prescott.
Yeah.
Because he come from a farm out in Prescott, Michigan. What was it
I
though?
remember what it was.
His name was Prescott. I'm such a dolt. But his name was Prescott. He passed away. I saw that. I think it was on the news, or
Might have been a little horse or something, or
I can't remember.
I do know at the
Or was it a steer or a? I can't remember. No, it wasn't so long. It was just recent.
back to the Bertrand Zoo.
Yeah.
There was this white parrot in his cage.
Yeah.
We're standing there. Well, no, we're standing there,
That's women.
and all of a sudden, he whistles at the women when Dad's right there.
I'm like, really?
And this woman really looks around thinking Dad's whistling at her.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, that bird will get you in trouble.
And she's like, oh, ain't that cute?
If you remember that Jerry Reed song called "The Bird," you could get him to sing "On the Road Again" and "You Stop Loving Her Today," but they get this bird to whistle at women when they're walking by or just standing around, or
Yeah.
maybe both.
Well, the lady had walked behind, next to us,
Yeah,
and then went around the corner to go see some other animals,
yeah.
and the bird whistles at her. And she thinks it's Dad. That's what it was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was your bird, Jared. We need to put you in the cage with that bird.
Set me on a perch. I'll whistle at the women all day long.
Oh,
Put me in the cage with the rest of the monkeys. I heard that, and you probably heard that too. It's yeah, I haven't been to the zoo in a long time.
I know it. We went to the children's zoo, I think, once.
Yeah, that's in Saginaw on M13 and Court Street, right at the blinking light. Well, it's not a blinking light. It's like a red, green, yellow stoplight, the double lane, and then you've got the left turn light when you're in the left turn lane, and then yeah, you get it. And then next to the Saginaw Children's Zoo, you've got Hoyt Park, which I was told to never go into that park, especially at night.
Yeah.
It's a city park, but don't go there at night.
No, that's where they have a lot of shootings.
Well, a lot of Hoyt Park. They have drug deals and
Yeah.
just weird people hanging around the parks. And I thought those parks closed at dusk.
They do.
They're supposed to.
All the parks are closed at dusk.
Yeah, dusk.
Yeah.
Dusk, not dust.
Dusk.
Dusk.
And
With a
around
K.
here, you gotta watch the
Dark out.
cemeteries too, because people like to go
Yeah.
in there and destroy.
But Hoyt Park is huge.
Yes.
I know there's, like during the winter, like we just had a big snowstorm. There's people who take toboggans at Hoyt Park, and they'll go down the big hills because there's big hills there, and they'll go down the hills on toboggans and sleds and
Slide that we used to go down with
Yeah.
kids on toboggan.
yep.
Go clear out,
But
almost hit the trees.
I don't live in Saginaw. I live in Saginaw County, but I don't live in Saginaw City. I've been to Hoyt Park a few times, but in broad daylight, not at night, not alone. There's a park. There's another park, and it's a smaller park, but it's over by Covenant Hospital. It's called Bliss Park. And now that's a nice park because you have a bench. You're sitting in like a round enclosed area, and it's cement. I think it's brick too. And there's trees, shade trees around, and people.
Saginaw still got the first merry-go-round.
The what?
The merry-go-round?
The merry-go-round.
Yep. That the kids can ride.
Where?
Saginaw Zoo?
Oh, well, Bliss Park is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
They have like it's a round area where they have benches, and you can sit like over by the hospital.
Oh,
You can
okay.
see the helicopters, the flight care helicopters land on top of the buildings. There's a launch pad on top of Covenant Hospital.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's across the street from Covenant Harrison, which used to be Saginaw General Hospital. That's where my niece Angel was born, and it's where I think Ariana was born at that same hospital. It's just different names. Covenant Harrison.
Was it Montana?
And Montana, I think, was born there, and Montana, Ariana, Angel was born there.
That's it.
But yeah, Bliss Park is across the street from Covenant Harrison.
Wasn't Angel's daughter born there?
Skyland?
Skyland.
I don't know where the kids were born.
I think she was born.
I think CJ and Skyland were born in. I don't know if they were born in Florida. I'm not sure.
I know CJ I think was.
I think CJ, my nephew CJ, was born in Florida, but I don't know.
Because I know she lived in Saginaw
Skyland was born
before she...
Because they lived in Saginaw,
Skyland
out in Kochville Township, out in a trailer park,
And CJ was
and then
born
they
in
moved to Florida. I think she had the baby in Florida, but I could be wrong. I don't.
I think she had their daughter,
Skyland.
Saginaw.
I would have to ask Angel about that, or when I talk to Jill again, I'd have to ask her where the kids were born at, because I'm pretty sure CJ is a Floridian. My nephew CJ.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain though that Skyland, I think she was born here, but I could be wrong.
Skyland was,
Yeah, because
but she was pregnant.
I think she was born in Saginaw.
she was pregnant when she was here.
Yeah,
Then they moved to Saginaw,
When she had the baby.
and then she had Skyland.
yeah, Skyland.
CJ was born in
And I think CJ was born in Florida.
Yeah.
she's a Floridian.
Yeah, my nephew is a Floridian. So maybe later on down the road, CJ, when you get older, you're going to watch Uncle Jared's videos, and you're going to know that I'm talking about you because I'm aware of you. I've seen you when you were a baby. I haven't met you yet, not at this very moment, but maybe later on down the road when you get older, and you're watching this later on. Yeah, we probably would have already met. We're going to go chase women. Uncle Jared's going to take you with me. We'll go chase women. We'll scope out the ladies.
Fast cars, fast women.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as long as you don't say he is your relation.
Oh, it's my nephew. CJ's my nephew.
Right.
Great grandson.
When you push him around in the stroller and everything, you may get the women.
Yeah. Oh, is that your son? Well, yes, it is. This is my son.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say it.
Come on, nephew.
Yeah.
Uncle Jared push you around.
Yeah.
If you're gonna come on, let's go.
Yeah. I'll be old and gray and brittle and senile, and
And he would check that out, Grandpa.
people will be saying, "Why? Who the hell let that kook out of the nut house?"
That's how Jared. Check that out, Uncle Jared. Look at that woman's butt. And he said, "Oh, let me get my glasses on.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait to meet CJ. I haven't met him yet. I've only seen him in a video when Jill and Skylin and Angel talked to me on Duo, which I'm hoping soon I get to speak to them again, and I'll get to see CJ when he's awake, when she does the Duo again. But wow, we've been here for a while.
Yeah.
We've been here for over an hour already. That hour goes by quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's gonna be a long.
It's gonna take all day to upload this to YouTube because YouTube is lousy when it comes to uploading videos. YouTube, you have this new COPPA shit where if the video is friendly for kids or if it's not friendly for kids, and I have to tell you if it's friendly or not for children, I use profane language. I think it's great what you're doing. You're trying to protect the children, but why do I have to be involuntarily deputized to hold my tongue because the children might be watching? So then make a YouTube that's, there's a YouTube Kids. I know there's a YouTube Kids in existence. It's not my fault because the parents don't make their kids watch something other than,
YouTube when they're young.
there are some things for kids and some things aren't.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to figure out. But I can respect the fact that you want to keep it kid friendly. Okay, whatever. But I'm not asking children to watch my Sunday video updates. People watch these videos by choice,
Yep.
and if they allow their children to listen to me speak, and if they allow their children to listen to me use profane language, that's not my problem.
And Jared, you're not getting paid.
Yeah, these videos aren't monetized, so I'm not making a dime off of these videos. I'm doing this just because I like to add content to my channel. It's something that I enjoy, and I write poems. I upload the poem videos. I haven't written any new poems this year, by the way, which might be something I'll look into. I get the old brain working and let some ideas roll around upstairs, but I'm just, nobody's forcing anybody to watch my stuff, and I shouldn't have to hold my tongue or censor myself because, the children might be watching. Well, so then don't fucking watch. It's that simple. Anyway.
Yeah, my hand's bothering me.
Having a sore hand? Yeah.
Right one real bad.
Oh, the stupid tackle box down here, the thing on this tackle box, the latches don't work and the door keeps popping open and it's brushing against my leg. It's driving me nuts. Gonna have to move this thing, Dad, because it's driving me up a wall. It's like, I was talking to a friend of mine. What are you doing?
I'm doing it.
What are you doing? Take care of it later. Ain't got to do it now. I'm in the middle of a video.
Oh, the latch is broke.
See, it keeps coming down. Anyway, I was having this discussion with a friend of mine in Messenger. We were talking about people who get so uptight about people who use the F word. And they talk. Okay, thank you. They talk about people who use the F word on social media or in videos or elsewhere. Well, it's inappropriate. We don't want our kids listening. You know what? It's freedom of speech. I am not going to censor my friends. I don't expect my friends to censor me. I'm not going to trample on someone's rights to freedom of speech. If they want to say fuck, I'm not going to have a problem with that. I'm not bothered by it. You should hear how many times I say the word fuck away from my videos. If you ever met me in person, fuck is like my favorite word. I say it often. I say it frequently. Not every other word, but more, a good majority of the time when I speak, so especially to my family or friends, people that I'm really close to, I say the word fuck. I let the word fuck slip every once in a while. They're not bothered by it. I'm not bothered by it, obviously. But there are the self-righteous buffoons who just, he says the F word and I don't like that, and how dare he say the F word around.
My relatives don't give a fuck.
But listen though, your children are not growing up in a world of lollipops and rainbows and Candyland. This is not a fairy tale. This is reality. They're going to hear things that they don't want to hear. They're going to see things they don't want to see. That is a part of reality. I don't understand. Like, I have friends who swear around their children. Like, you know, profusely. They swear around their children. I have no issue with that. That's their, you know, it's how they choose to raise their child. Their kids know the difference between good words and bad words. Why is this ever such a big deal? Like these language barriers. Well, we're not allowed to say the F word. We're not allowed to say shit. Whatever. Say whatever you want. But the words I will not use in my Sunday video updates or elsewhere is a racial slur. I don't like the N word. There are people who joke around, jokingly, they call each other the N-word. Okay, whatever. But I'm not going to say it in my video. I'm not going to, you know, they're not going to say it in my video. I'm not going to say it out in public domain or elsewhere. But they, you know, I have friends who are African American. They call each other, they refer to each other as N-word. That's your prerogative. That's fine. That whatever. But they're still my friends. And I'm not going to hold that against them, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to villainize a word or an expletive, and I'm not going to use that against them. Well, they've got such a potty mouth and this, that, and the other. The most honest people in the world swear. I can guarantee you. The most honest people in the world use profane language.
I got a friend that's Native American, and I mean, he uses profanity a lot.
I just don't see what the big deal is. I mean, sure, you know, if you're out in public and there's people who, you know, there's children around, please have some respect. Don't use the profane language, whatever. Okay. But, you know, again, there are those people who aren't bothered by it. I'm one of them. And then there are those people who are bothered by it. And that's those people. When I was on Facebook, you know what? They would block me because I would write the word fuck in a post. Well, yeah, whatever. You know, if that's a word that's going to shatter or ruin your day, stay home, close the drapes, lock your doors, drink the Kool-Aid, and show yourself out of my life. You know, if it's something that's really going to bother you that much, it's really going to offend you that much. I mean, what the fuck?
It fucking is what it is.
But anyway.
And another thing I don't understand is why is the word ass taken the wrong way? It's a donkey.
A donkey. Well, because, like the word bitch. The word bitch is a female dog. It describes a female dog.
Yeah.
Or it describes someone who has a bad attitude.
And it's a woman.
Yeah, or a man. I mean, I've seen men be called bitches because they, you know, are cunts or whatever.
Because then they're calling you a woman.
Yeah, well, they're just words. Like, so what? You know, why make such a big deal out of it? But because YouTube, now we have to, people who upload content to YouTube, now we have to comply with this federal law called the COPPA law. Are these videos friendly for kids or are they not friendly for kids? It's a crock of shit, in my honest opinion. But, you know, if that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do. I have to comply with the federal law. You know, it's ridiculous to me that we have to watch what we say in YouTube videos. Well, no one's asking your children to watch my videos, and maybe you should have better control and supervision over your kids and the content that they watch. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You are their parents. That's not up to me to hold my tongue because, gee, the parents might have their backs turned and they're letting their kids watch the videos on their iPads or whatever they're called unsupervised. Well, your parenting is not my responsibility. And it's as simple as that. That's where I think it's bullshit. But, again, like I said, it is what it is. I just have to comply with the COPPA law, the federal COPPA law.
Hey, Jared.
Huh?
I'm just now looking at the calendar,
Yeah.
and you've got the 22nd wrote down for the dentist,
Yeah.
and then the 28th.
I have to be in Saginaw, yes.
Yeah. And then I don't have to be anywhere until the 21st.
Which is tomorrow.
Okay.
Today's Sunday.
The-
Or no, the 21st is Tuesday. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
20th is tomorrow's Monday, the 20th.
Okay, that's my appointment at the hospital, I think.
Yeah, there's just far too many appointments, and we're just constantly on the go. But as far as I can tell, we're doing okay. Mentally, we're doing fine. I'm trying to find happiness, and I'm trying to find happiness. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to remain positive, and I'm trying to surround myself with friends and people who want to hear from me. They want to talk to me. They want to have open conversation, open dialogue. I don't want to spend the rest of my days confined to myself where nobody loves me, nobody cares about me, I don't hear from anybody, I'm not important enough to them today. That's not true. You're important to someone out there. Even the people who don't like you, and I've noticed this over the years, even I have haters right now who are subscribed to my channel. I'm not important to them in the sense that they need to know how I'm doing, or they care so much about me they know what I'm doing. They are surveillance, so that way they can listen to what I have to say and then run back to their shepherd and say, well, this is what Jared said today in this video, and my God, we have to twist this to make it sound like Jared is a bad guy. You've tried that. You have failed. You are a miserable human being, but thanks for watching, and thanks for the view. Thanks for the subscription to my channel. It's always appreciative. It's always appreciated, actually, I should say. But I think that's all for this week. I've been here for over an hour. I think I pushed my welcome here. But Amy, she went in the bedroom. Dad. Oh, it's snowing out there again. Oh, boy. Yeah, we can wind this up. I'll upload this video after we get back from shopping. And I want to thank all of you so much for watching another installment of my Sunday video. You sat through an hour and almost an hour and 20 minutes you've sat here with me. So I thank you so much for that. Much love to all of you. Like I said, again, just to put it out there one last time, I may not be here next Sunday because this Wednesday is my dentist appointment. I'm going to have teeth pulled. I'll be in too much pain to speak, so I might not be here next week. But I thank you for watching this week. Much love to all of you. For Dad and Amy, any last words before I wrap this up?
Yeah, they're going to see me on screen again.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm going to say goodbye, everybody, and hopefully to see you again when Jared goes on.
Yep, and if it's not next week, Sunday, it might be the Sunday after, which I don't have the calendar in front of me, so I don't know when the next Sunday is after. Let's see.
It'd be the 26th.
Yeah, if I'm not here, that's next week.
Yeah,
the
19th.
The 19th. So yeah, 19, 7, 26. So what would be after the 26th? Might have to flip the calendar.
27th.
No,
Oh.
The next Sunday after the 26th. I know 27th comes after 26th.
Jared.
No, you're fine.
I misunderstood.
The next Sunday after the 26th. It'd be February 2nd?
Yep.
February 2nd. So I might see you again. I might be back here again February 2nd, 2020. So much love. Thank you all again for watching. Dad, do you have any final words before I wrap it up? He can't hear me. I think he's feeding the dogs, but we'll double check.
Jared wants to know, do you have any last words?
If you have anything final you want to say, get in here and say it now because I got my finger on the trigger. I'm ready to wrap it up.
Just gotta say is enjoy your rest of your day and take it easy during the week.
All right. My name is Jared Fuller. They call me Jared Bear. I will see you next week, or if not next week, February 2nd of 2020. I will be back. So much love again for like the 5th time. Peace out and take care, guys. Have a good one.